Good morning, students. Have a nice day. How you all? I hope you all are fine. In our previous sections, we have just completed two chapters of your math book, that is rational numbers and linear equation in one variable. Today, we are going to start a new chapter, that is your chapter number 3, understanding the quadrilaterals. Right now, so don't be late. Let us start the chapter. So, students, here the title of the chapter is understanding quadrilaterals. You know, quadrilateral means a closed polygon having four sides are known as quadrilaterals. So before going to quadrilaterals, at first we have to introduce with a few terms of mathematics which are related to quadrilaterals, geometry. So first of all, let us learn what are plane curves. So first of all, we should learn what are plane curves. You know, plane surface, our copy is a plane surface, your blackboard surface is a plane surface. So plane curve क्या है? What is plane curve? So plane curve means a figure which is drawn on a plane surface with the help of a pencil without lifting it or without retracing it is a curve. तो हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, कर्व किसे कह सकते हैं? अ प्लेन फिगर विच इज ड्रॉन ऑन अ पेंसिल. लेट अस, ये तो पेन है, अगर ये पेंसिल में करते तो फॉर एग्जांपल लेट इट बी ए पेंसिल. तो इट कैन बी ड्रॉन with the help of a pencil on a plane surface. So your copy, this copy is also a plane surface. By tracing the pencil without lifting it, ऊपर नहीं करना है हमें, इसको लिफ्ट नहीं करना, without lifting it or without retracing. So we can draw like this. It can be a curve, plane curve. It can be also a plane curve. It can be also a plane curve. Like that, we can draw like this. Without lifting and without retracing, we can draw the plane curves. So curves can be two types, may be open curves, may be closed curves. Open curve means, you know, this is an open curve because a curve in which the starting point and the ending point are not same. You know, it is starting point, मैं यहाँ से start किया and it is the ending point, यहाँ end हो गया. These two are two different points. So a curve where the starting point and the ending points are not same is known as open curve. It will be open curve because what is the difference between these two curves? It is a simple open curve and it is not simple open curve. It is open curve where starting point and ending point are different, but this is not simple right now. So next come to closed curve. Closed curve किसे कहते हैं? Which is the opposite to open curve. A curve in which the starting point and ending points are same. जहाँ starting point और ending point दोनों क्या होगा? Same होगा. For example, look at here. Here it is the starting point and it is the ending point. So we can say that it is a closed curve. Also, it is the closed curve as it is the starting and ending point. Look at here. Here also it is the starting and ending point. But what is the difference between these two figures and this figure? You know, these two figures are simple closed curve. These two figures are simple closed curve, but this figure is not a simple closed curve. This is not a simple closed curve. Right now. So students, understood what are curves? So let us discuss about polygons. So whenever you are hearing this word polygons, this is a combination of two words, that is poly and gon. Poly means many and gon means side. So a simple closed curve, simple again closed. A simple closed curve may made up of only line segment. Is called polygons. So students, if I ask you a question, here it is a circle. So can it be a circle is a polygon? No. Yes, because it is not made of line segment. But in case of a triangle, is it a polygon? Yes, it is a polygon because it is made up of line segment. So it is clear from that. If a simple closed curve is only made up of line segments, then it is known as polygons. For example, here it will be a polygon. Right now. and it will also be a polygon because these figures are made up of only line segments, so these can be polygons right now. So students, if I ask you a question, so listen to here. Here it is figure number 1, it is figure number 2, and it is figure number 3. Figure number 1, 2 and 3, are they polygons? Look at here. This figure is not a polygon because that is open curve. Look at here. Here it is 2 open ends, so it is an open curve. This figure is not a polygon because it is closed but not simple closed. So a polygon should be a simple closed curve, but it is not a simple closed curve. So look at here. Here this figure is not a polygon because this is open curve. So students, let us discuss the classification of polygons. Then what are the classification of polygons? Classification of polygons means polygon can be classified based upon their sides and the number of vertices. As you know, there are same number of sides and same number of vertices in a polygon. So that if the number of sides are 2, can be it a polygon? If the number of sides are 2, just like here, number of sides are 2, it cannot be a polygon. So at least we require 3 sides to make a polygon right now. So if the number of sides are 3, if the numbers of sides are 3, then it can be called as a triangle. The polygon is called as a triangle. And what is the figure look like? Here a triangle look like this. If the number of figure be 4, then what will happen? Look at here, look at the chart. So if the number of sides become 4, if the number of vertices become 4, then we can call it a quadrilateral. And here the simple figure can be look like this right now. Here the number of here the number of sides become 5, so it will can be pentagon, it is called be a pentagon. And here the figures can be look like this. If the number of sides is 6, then it can call be a hexagon. Hexa means 6, hex means 6, so it will be a hexagon. If the number of sides is 7, then it will call be a heptagon, number of sides 7. If the number of sides are 8, then it can call it a octagon. In this way we can name different polygons right now basing upon the number of sides or number of vertices. Next, let us discuss what is a diagonal. Let us discuss what is a diagonal. A diagonal क्या होता है actually? A diagonal is a line segment. A diagonal is a line segment connecting the two non-consecutive vertices of a polygon. So let us take an example of a polygon of having 4 sides. So it is a quadrilateral, you know. A diagonal is a line segment. It is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. Here there are 4 vertices, namely A, B and C, D. Then what are non-consecutive vertices? Here another question is raised. Non-consecutive vertices means the vertices which are not adjacent. The vertices which are non-adjacent. Adjacent मतलब जो लग लग कर नहीं है, आसपास नहीं है, उसको क्या कहते हैं? Non-consecutive. Suppose A and B are consecutive, A and D are consecutive. Then what are non-consecutive? A and C are non-consecutive. So if we join A to C, then we will get a diagonal. So we can call it as AC diagonal. The diagonal is named as AC. Another diagonal can be drawn like if we join B and D, then we will get another diagonal BD. So if we consider another figure, look at here. Here I will draw a pentagon. So how many diagonals are there? So let's join these 2 points, get 1. If we join these 2 points, we will get 2. If we join these 2 points, we will get 3. If we join these 2 points, we will get 4. And if we join these 2 points, we will get 5. So there are 5 diagonals in case of a pentagon, and there are 2 diagonals in case of a quadrilateral. It is very strange. So we should know how many diagonals are there in a polygon. So here is a formula. Number of polygons. How can you calculate the number of polygons? That is n into n minus 3 by 2, where we can get the number of diagonals. Here n is equal to number of sides. So we can get the number of diagonals by applying this formula, where n is known as the number of sides. Let us apply on this. Here the number of sides are 4 because it is a quadrilateral. So number of sides are 4. So if we apply this formula, so it will happen 4 into 4 minus 3 divided by 2. You know 4 into 4 minus 3, it is 1 by 2. Again 4 into 1 is 4 by 2. If we reduce it, then we will get 2. So number of diagonals in case of a quadrilateral is 2. Next, look at the second figure. It is a pentagon. It is a pentagon. So number of sides n is equal to 5. Here n is equal to 5. If you put here, then what will happen? 5 into 5 minus 3 divided by 2. Next, 5 into 5 minus 3, you know it is 2 by 2. If we cancel the 2, then we will get 5. Here number of diagonal is equal to 5. In this way you can calculate the number of diagonals in a polygon. Right now students understood it. Next, come to the interiors and exteriors of a polygon. The interiors and exterior of a polygon. You know, interiors part, the shaded region is known as the interiors part of a polygon, and here the shaded region of is known as the exterior part of a triangle. Here the shaded region is known as the interior part of a quadrilateral. Next, come to convex and concave polygons. So what are known as convex polygon and what are known as concave polygon? Convex means if the diagonals of a polygons are in its interior part. अगर एक पॉलीगन का सारे डायगोनल्स अगर इसका इंटीरियर पार्ट में रहते हैं, अंदर रहते हैं, सो वी कैन कॉल इट कॉन्वेक्स पॉलीगन. एंड इफ द डायगोनल्स आर in the exterior part, any diagonals, it may be 1, it may be 2 or any other. So if any diagonals of a polygon in its exterior parts, then we can call it a concave polygon. So look at here. Here I will draw a quadrilateral and the two diagonals here both are in the interior part, so we can call it is a convex polygon. But if I draw another quadrilateral look like this, so here the two diagonals are here, it is two opposite vertex, it will be a diagonal, and these two are two opposite vertex, it will be a diagonal. So look at here, the diagonal AB is in interior part, but the diagonal CD is in the exterior part. So this is known as a concave polygon. If the polygons are look like this, then it can be called as a concave polygon. For example, look at here. Here it is a polygon of how many sides are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a pentagon. So this pentagon can be known as a concave pentagon. Why? Because if we join these two vertex, then we will get a diagonal which is in the exterior part of this pentagon. So these type of figures are known as a concave polygon. Right now, understood? So students, let us discuss regular and irregular polygon. Regular polygon किसे कहते हैं और irregular polygon किसे कहते हैं? You know, regular polygons are a polygon is said to be regular if its all sides and all angles are equal. If all sides are equal in length and all angles are equal in measurement, so the polygons can be named as regular polygons. That is, if it is equiangular and equilateral. You know, equiangular means सब एंगल का मेजरमेंट सेम होगा. इफ द एंगल्स ऑफ ए पॉलीगॉन आर इक्वल देन इट कॉल बी ए equiangular. And equilateral means if all the sides are same in length, then it can be called as a equilateral. So let us discuss regular polygon having three sides. Regular polygon having three sides. You know that if a polygon having three sides, we can call it a triangle. Again, regular polygon, it means all the sides are equal. Here is a triangle ABC with all sides equal. AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. All the angles are also equal. A is equal to B is equal to C. So we can call this can be a regular polygon having three sides. Then what is its name? It can be called as a equilateral triangle. It can be called as a equilateral triangle. So students, let us discuss a regular polygon having four sides. Look at here. Regular polygon having four sides. You know that if a polygon having four sides, then we can call it a quadrilateral. But if regular, then if it is equiangular and equilateral, it is a special type of quadrilateral. Then look at here. Here it is a quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral A, B, C, D, where the measurement of angles A, B, C and D are equal, and the length of side AB, BC, CD and AD are equal. So this type of polygon where the number of sides is 4 and if it is regular, then it is a special type of quadrilateral and it is known as square. It is known as square right now. And if the number of sides are 5 and if it is regular, then a regular polygon having 5 sides are known as regular pentagon, regular hexagon, like this right now. Understood? Then come to irregular polygon. Irregular polygon means if it is not equiangular and equilateral, for like this, here the number of here the length of sides are not equal and the measurement of angles are not equal. If I draw a quadrilateral like this, here the length of sides are not equal and the measurement of angles are not equal, not same, so we can say that these are irregular polygons right now. So let us discuss, students, another type of angle sum property. So you know that for a triangle, you have already studied in class 7 that the angle sum property of a triangle, the sum of all angles of a triangle, here A, B, C are the angles, the sum of all angles of a triangle, you know, angle A, B and C is equal to 180 degree, as you have learned in your previous class. Then for a rectangle, what will happen? For a rectangle, here it is a rectangle, then what will be its angle sum? A, B, C, D, sum of all angles. So we can make it into two triangles by drawing a diagonal. Now it can be two triangle, and you know that sum of angles of two triangle is equal to 180 degree. So it is 180 degree, again it is 180 degree. 180 degree plus 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. Again we can write it as into 2 into 180 degree is equal to 360 degree. So students, here is a method. At first convert the polygon into triangles. Convert the polygons into triangles and count the number of triangles. Here it is two triangles, so I will multiply 2 by 180. Just count the number of triangles and multiply by 180. You will get the sum of angles of a polygon. For example, here it is a pentagon. If we make number of triangles, then we will get, if we join these two diagonals, then we will get 1, 2 and 3 triangles. So we can find the sum of all angles, like 3 into 180, we will get 3 0 0, 3 8 24, 4 carry over 1, 4 carry over 2, 3 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 540 degree. So students, another formula is there so that you can find the sum of angles of a polygon, that is n minus 2 into 180, where n is the number of sides. So let us apply on a triangle first. You know that number of sides in a triangle is equal to 3 minus 2 into 180. 3 minus 2, it is 1 into 180, you will get 180 degree, and as you know that the sum of angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Again let us apply on quadrilateral. Number of sides is equal to 4 minus 2 into 180 degree. 4 minus 2, it is 2 into 180 degree, 360 degree, and as you have know that the sum of angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. So student, in this way also you can find the sum of angles of a polygon right now. So this is all about your exercise 3.1. so just watch the video carefully and you will understand all these things. In our next class we will discuss about the other things. Thank you so much.